And right now, we are joined by those two All That actors I just mentioned, Leon Frierson and Katrina Johnson. They're both former Nickelodeon stars. They work with Schneider. They're featured in the documentary. Can't thank you enough for both being here. I should tell you, I used to watch both of you back in the day, so thank you for the entertainment you brought to my childhood, and I know to a lot of children's childhoods. This must be a really difficult time. Leon, I want to start with you. What has it been like, this conversation now being talked about across the country and the world?
You know, it's extremely polarizing because you just explained how, you know, we brought so much light to your childhood, right? And while we still want to be able to celebrate what we did as young actors, it is important that we also shed light to some of the horrific moments that took place, not only just for myself, but for those that were truly physically hurt, mentally hurt, and, you know, all around didn't have a great experience the whole time. So it's, like I said, it's hard. It's hard right now because we're just trying to figure out what the pulse is and how we move forward from here.
Katrina, what was your experience working with Dan like?
Well, I actually had a positive experience working with Dan. We worked together rather closely. He was my mentor. He hired me. We created quite a few scenes together. We created a bunch of characters together. We worked together on screen also, on screen and off camera. I actually had a great experience with him. That doesn't, of course, discount anyone else's experience, but for me personally, I only had positive experiences.
So is this all surprise to you, or does any of this now raise a red flag? You go back, you say, wait a minute, that kind of makes sense now.
Well, I mean, I see how it could all happen.
Right.
I just personally didn't experience any of that. My parents were very, very, very close, and they were around all the time. So I was probably sheltered from anything bad. Also, I was really young. I was always the baby. Kind of like Leon. Leon was also the baby.
Well, and that's what I want to talk about. So this is number 3. This is Dan Schneider. He's talking about his behavior, why people might have had a bad experience working with him. Let's play it.
I would snap at people sometimes. I would be snarky when I could have given them a nicer answer. I would not give people the time that they needed. I would be in too big a hurry to get on to the next thing I had to do. And watching that show, it made me, there were so many times I wanted to pick up a phone and call some of those people and say, I'm so sorry, and let's talk about it. And I wish you'd had a better time, and I wish I could have shown you a better experience.
So he's apologized now. Some people are saying it's a little too late. Leon, what's your take on him apologizing?
You know, I think it is positive. It is a step in the right direction. Of course, the time isn't incredible, right? So it took for this documentary to come out, a huge expose, for us to get out that acknowledgement that we were looking for. And, you know, for some people, it may be a little too late, but I'm not here to judge someone for eternity. I think there is an opportunity we should meet his apology with grace. And he was, you know, he also put Nickelodeon out there. There's a little bit of the blame game kind of going on there, but at the same time, he does have a point that they were approving the content, and he was just putting out there what people want to see. But of course, we would have liked to see this happen well before the documentary. We've heard whistleblowers for years, and but nevertheless, better late than never.
So, Katrina, there's been allegations that stars felt sexually exploited during their time there. Did you ever feel that way?
Well, no. Actually, my experience was the opposite. They wanted me to be the baby, so they wanted me to stay young and little and cute and not mature. So I did not have that experience. I had the opposite. I was always playing younger, playing little. After I went through puberty, they wanted to keep me a kid, so they ended up like duct taping my boobs down for like an ace bandage, and like, so anything that was sexuality related with me was always hidden. I had the opposite experience. Also, I used to play Ross Perot, so I would play a little old man on TV.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I would play an old man, the opposite of a sexy young woman. So people often, they never saw that side of me.
Leon, I want to get your perspective real quick.
That was just never shown.
But yeah, so A Nickelodeon spokesperson released a statement. This is number one. Though we cannot corroborate or negate allegations of behaviors from productions decades ago, Nickelodeon, as a matter of policy, investigates all formal complaints as part of our commitment to fostering a safe and professional workplace. And it goes on. What do you make of their response to all this?
You know, I think it's important what they're saying, that they are putting out some of those strongholds and checkpoints that can prevent future abuse and prevent future issues like this taking place. Of course, you know, you would think that as a network of their size, those kind of strongholds would already be in place. But here they are, acknowledging what took place, hopefully taking a step in the right direction. And that's a big part of what I wanted, why I wanted to be involved. It's to make sure that the current class of Nickelodeon and future child stars have this type of protection moving forward. And we don't have to continue to have these type of documentaries in the future.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your cable provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.